Hello, my dear children. I know, your exams are just around the corner. But don't you worry. We're going to do a super quick and, fun revision of shapes around us to make sure you absolutely, totally ace it.
We're going to go on a little adventure right here, right now. We'll see how everything from these huge monuments to the small little box in your room, you'll see they're all made of the same simple, amazing shapes. Ready? Let's begin. So, first things first. This whole geometry chapter, it's not just some boring thing in your textbook. No way. It is everywhere, all around us. We're going to see it in some of India's most famous places.
Wow, just look at these incredible buildings. You see the Qutub Minar, the Charminar? They look so complicated, don't they? But what if I told you they're just made of simple 3D shapes? The ones we see every day, just stacked up in a really beautiful way.
Okay, so to really get how these huge things are built, we need to understand their basic building blocks. Let's break down any 3D shape into its three most important parts.
All right, let's take a simple cube, like a little sugar cube or a dice. The flat sides, we call those faces. So how many are there? Come on, let's count them together, you and me. Okay, so there's one on the top, one on the bottom. That's 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 all around the sides. So that makes the total 6. Yes! A cube has 6 faces. Brilliant job if you got that one right. You're already on your way. Okay, what's next? The edges. These are just the straight lines where 2 of those flat faces meet. Super simple. How many can you see? Let's have a look. We've got 4 on the top square, right? And 4 on the bottom square. And then the 4 lines standing up that connect them. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. That's right, 12 edges on a cube.
And last but not least, the vertices. I know, it's a bit of a fancy word, but it just means the sharp corners. The pointy bits where all the edges meet. So how many corners are there?
Easy peasy. 4 corners on the top and 4 corners on the bottom, which makes 8. 8 vertices. So, let's recap for our cube. 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices. Got it? Good. Lock those numbers in your head. Okay, now for a little bit of jadoo, a little magic. Did you know there's a secret formula, a trick, that connects these 3 numbers, and it works for almost any solid shape? Have you ever heard of it?
Just look at this table. For any of these shapes, right? If you take the number of faces, let's call it F, and you add the number of vertices, V, and then you subtract the number of edges, E, what do you get? Let's try it for our cube. Faces was 6, plus vertices was 8, that's 14. Now, subtract the edges, which was 12. So 14 minus 12 is 2. It's always 2. And this, my dear children, is called Euler's formula. For any solid shape with flat faces, and the fancy name for that is a polyhedron, the answer is always 2. And this isn't just some random math trick, It's a real rule that architects use to design buildings, and even the people who make your video games use it to build perfect 3D models. How cool is that?
All right, so now that we've kind of cracked the secret code of shapes, let's meet the 2 big families you absolutely have to know for your exam. Say hello to the prisms and the pyramids. First up, let's meet the prism family. Now, the thing about a prism is that it always has 2 bases that are exactly the same, identical twins, and its sides are always rectangles. A perfect example? That Toblerone chocolate box. Its 2 bases are triangles, right? So we call it a triangular prism. Simple.
And now, here is the pyramid family. A pyramid is different. It only has 1 base, and all its other faces are triangles that all climb up to meet at a single pointy top. We call that the apex. Just think of the huge pyramids in Egypt. That's exactly it.
So, let's make this super simple. This is the main point to remember. Prisms, 2 bases, rectangular sides. Pyramids, 1 base, triangular sides. See? Prisms 2, pyramids 1. Easy to remember, right?
Okay, now for something really important for your exam. The idea of nets. It sounds complicated, but it's not. Just imagine you have a cardboard box. Imagine cutting it along the edges and laying it out completely flat. Well, that flat shape you get, that's the net. So this flat 2D shape you see here, this is the net of a cube. It's basically the blueprint, the flat pattern that you can fold up to make the perfect 3D shape.
And watch, if you fold it back along the lines, poof, you get your 3D box right back. Seriously, understanding nets is like having a secret superpower for all those tricky visualization questions in your exam. You'll be able to see the answer in your head.
Okay, one last little topic for today, I promise. And it's a fun one, angles. And listen to me, they are not as hard as they look. Trust me on this.
I mean, angles are literally everywhere you look. In the corner of your book, in a slice of pizza, even in your own body when you're doing yoga. See, maths can be very flexible. Get it? Flexible? Really, for your exam, you just need to remember 3 main types. First is the right angle. It's a perfect L shape, like the corner of a square. It's exactly 90 degrees. Then there's the acute angle. I always think of it as a cute little angle because it's so small, less than 90. And finally, the obtuse angle. That's a big, wide open one. It's more than 90. And that's all there is to it.
You're doing so well. I'm really proud of you. So how about a quick fire round, just to make you feel super duper confident for your exam? Let's see what you remember.
All right, here's a question straight from your textbook. Read it carefully with me. I have one flat face, one curved face, and one edge. So which shape am I? A cone, a sphere, or a cylinder? Take a second, think about it.
It is a cone. Yes. The flat face is the circle at the bottom, right? Then there's the one curved face that goes around, and the one circular edge at the bottom. Think of a birthday party hat. Perfect. Shabash, my dear. Well done.
Okay, so when you walk into that exam hall, I just want you to remember these 3 golden rules. Number 1, count those faces, edges, and vertices very carefully. Number 2, remember, prisms have 2 bases, pyramids have only 1. And number 3, acute is the small, cute angle, obtuse is the big one, and right is that perfect L shape. You got this.
You are all set. You are completely prepared, and I am so proud of all the work you've done. Now, before you go, just for fun, look around your room right now. Your house. What shapes can you find? Keep looking, always keep asking questions, and never stop learning. All the very best for your exams, my children. You are going to be absolutely fantastic.